Super duty tough work. Back again. Been gone for a minute though. Our apologies. Life be happening. It's mostly all on me, as usual. Illogic is always available. He's just like, you just let me know, partner. So he's always available. I just be having shit going on. As many of you know who are on the streets, out in the interwebs, you know, out there in cyberspace, you know that I announced I have a new record coming out. I made this announcement last week. It's called Vessel. In lieu of this new record coming out, I've been making lots of content. Music videos and whatnot. You know, just really loading up the arsenal, the tool chest, the war chest of content, if you will. So I can be ready to let off things to keep this here campaign going. So if you follow me, you know that's what I've been doing. We just dropped a new video forever and ever and ever and ever
forever. Rap hands. Ultimate rap hands.
Get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Yeah, people at home, you gotta watch the YouTube version to see what we got going on here with the rap hands right now on the show. But yeah, we are self-professed masters of the rap hands. Obi-Wan level rap hands in effect. Not to be slept on by any of these young whippersnappers who think bars is enough. Gotta have your rap hands right. Make sure your gestures is looking cool when you in the mirror practicing that thing. Your movements.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got a new video out. Illogic's in it. I'm in it. DJ Detox is in it. You know, check it out. The song is getting a lot of positive feedback. My goodness.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You know, I'm loving it. And so yeah, so in the midst of all of this, brothers is falling a little bit off of their game in the last few months. And I think it is high time that we do a 90-day challenge. You're at home listening, you know what this episode is about.
Yeah.
We do these every year or two. I think we did one last year. We did one last year? I can't remember. But we usually do them, sometimes based around professional stuff, sometimes based around physical fitness. We've had 90-day fitness challenges as well. But this one is going to be, you know, a few different categories, just a general one. If you're at home, you know how we do these things. When we do these challenges, we invite you all to participate and share your results with us at the end. Now, in the past, we would have everybody call in and leave a message on the Skype number. Skype is out of business now, y'all.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah, they're canceling. Skype is out of business. So I got to get a new line for y'all to hit, but I'll figure that out by the end of this challenge when it's time to call in. But everybody who has, you know, listened to these and wanted to participate in the past, we invite you to participate with this one. And so in this episode, me and Elijah are going to talk about what we want to get done over the next 90 days. And we're going to have a nice discussion about that. And if you're at home, get your pen and your paper, get your note app open on your phone and be ready to jot down some things and get on the same page with us, and let's all get better together. Let's achieve some dope shit together. And so we're going to take a break and then we'll be right back.
Word.
We got you stuck off the realness, the most infamous, you heard of us. Official podcast murderers, the show comes equipped with viewpoints to share. Grown man ideas for all those who care and want to grow, so go ahead and download. Every single week with a brand new episode. You're not alone in this world, cousin, so we share information and honest discussion and keep repping the culture like we supposed to. They spread gossip, but they never come close to. I can hear it inside their tone. They talk about the industry but never left their home. You get laced up with bullet points and such, plus empowering topics that they never would touch. You can put your whole network against the team, but Super Duty Tough Work's the MVP. Most valuable podcast on MP3. Priceless info, but all of it's free. So take these words home and think them through. Super Duty Tough Work is coming at you. You are now listening to Super Duty Tough Work with your host, Blueprint. Raw and uncut, adult conversations. No shucking, no jiving, and no bullshit.
All right, folks, we're back. Super Duty Tough Work. Blueprint, Illogic. Live from Columbus, Ohio. The most infamous podcast on planet Earth. Super Duty Tough Work. Y'all know what we do. We come up in here, man. We share stories. We talk about life. We talk about artistry, trying to get better, trying to help everybody else get better, trying to do the right things. Grown man shit. And this week's topic is about as grown man as you get. Accountability. Setting of goals.
Yeah.
And so we're going to talk about our first goal. So we got to break this episode up into like 3 tiers, 3 different categories. We got fitness goals. Yep. We got personal goals. Yep. And we got professional goals. And we invite y'all to have, one in each category. Or, hey, if you just got one, just do your one. We don't really care. Just do something.
Mm-hmm. Do something.
Yeah, whatever works for you. And so we're going to get it started with, which one you want to start in, Illogic? Which one you started?
Fitness is fine for me.
Okay, let's do fitness then. What's your fitness goal? 90 days. What you got?
See, I'm being realistic with myself. I'm gonna keep it real with myself.
Famous last words. Now, I like that. Tempered expectations.
Yeah, like I'm not going, lose 30 pounds. Like I'm not.
Nah. 90 days. That's tough. That's tough.
I'm not doing nothing crazy. Honestly, I just want to do something active every day.
I like that.
Because I work at home, so I'm sitting on my ass. I work at home on a computer all day, and I barely, really do activity. You know what I'm saying? Like after I get off work, I come in the studio and sit in a chair. I sit in the living room on the couch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
man.
I'm always sitting and not really active. When I worked at the office, I had to walk up steps. I had to walk around the building. You know what I mean? So it's a different thing when you work at home. So, whether it's taking my dog for a walk, doing some exercises here at the crib, like just to do something active every day. Yeah. And it don't got to be nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just not sit down for an extended period of time.
Yeah. The city kills you, man.
Yeah, it does, especially when your diet isn't like where it should be as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because I'm not too bad, but I get my pizza on Fridays. You know what I'm saying? I get a couple, So I at least need to be active. You know what I mean? Like I can't be sitting on my ass, eating fucking mozzarella sticks and shit,
Yeah. No, I feel you on that. I think the smaller goals like that is actually the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
Like when I watch people try to lose weight, the people who I realize fail the most are the people who come out entirely too ambitious.
Right. Yeah.
They be like, yo,
right.
I'm about to lose 50, 100 pounds this year. I be like, man, you can't even walk a block, my man.
Right.
Like, how about you just get up and move?
Yep. Yeah,
I'm just like, yo, man. And so or they go to the gym and you watch them and they just be sitting there doing nothing but maxing out. They be fat and them motherfucking always want to just max out and do squats and just like deadlifts. You just be like, this motherfucker gonna hurt his back, first of all, and this whole workout thing gonna be dead. He can't just go and do no light weights. Nah, he gotta go and try to become fucking Mr. Universe and shit. And that shit don't work.
Yeah, those the dudes that they get a gym membership in January. Yes. They done working out by March, and they still paying the subscription through the rest of the year.
Or in February, like, man, I hurt my back up in there, man.
Right, I gotta take a little break, and then they never go back.
Never go back. I hurt my back trying to squat 700 pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, I just want to be active. Just get off my ass. And, because it's summer, the weather hasn't been too horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can take because I used to do it last year. Just walking my dog we got a little park in our neighborhood. Just walking the dog to the park and back is a mile. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
That's perfect.
Like I could, yeah, do something like that every day, and
Yep.
just get some, get my metabolism popping, get some things moving, just get moving. You know what I mean?
It gets so simple when you get older. You just be like, "Dude, I just need to move my body, man. Can I just go from here
Yep,
to
that's
there?"
it.
When you're
That's
young, you
it.
just naturally be moving and shaking and making. You got to actually
Yeah.
make time to do this shit when you get older. But
Yeah.
damn, nah, I got a very similar goal for mine. Like my fitness goal is to get back to riding my bike and walking.
Yeah.
Cause like last summer I was active. I remember texting you and I'd be like all the way up by your crib,
Yeah. On the
like
bike. Yeah.
yeah, like yo, I just did 30 miles. I'm like down the street from you, shit. I'm up here on fucking, Rock Road or some shit, like way the fuck out there. And
Hmm.
I fell off with that. I haven't done that in like since last summer. Last summer was
Hmm.
when I last really rode. Last fall I was touring and then obviously overseas, you ain't biking outside. It got nice here and I
Right.
just have not got into it. I have not fallen into the habit. I have a treadmill in my house that I have not hit at all. Maybe
Yeah. And I got a bike. I
yeah,
bought a bike last year and I rode it. I've ridden that joint 3 times, bro.
damn.
It's so bad. Like, it's so
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. The thing that helps me with the bike is having music.
Mm.
Like the Spotify playlists are like the main ingredient of me biking. Cause
Yeah.
once I realized that, I was like, oh, I could just get the playlist cracking on here. And just, I got like this Dilla playlist that's just dope to bike to. Like Dilla's really good to bike to. You know what I'm saying? Especially
Hmm.
like, dum, 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 turn
Yeah.
it up. You start off with a bike, you just 5 minutes, I can tell you shit. You know what I mean? So that's how my list start out. It starts like that. And get the money, just all that super amp Dilla shit where he just be telling you to just get the money. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
but yeah, without the playlist, it's hard. It's hard. But yeah, my bike is in the basement, which lets me know it ain't going.
Yeah. It's in the basement, knocked by the door,
No, 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 no. My shit usually be right by the fucking door.
Yeah,
Like
right by the door.
it
Yeah.
ain't been
Yeah.
up there in a year. It ain't been near the upstairs. I took it down here and just been like, okay, I'm gonna move that back upstairs one day. It
Hmm.
ain't done shit. And like I'm up, my weight is up. I think I could lose 10 pounds within the 90 days just by doing that. Just if I hit my treadmill maybe twice a week. And if I just like bike once or twice a week,
Hmm.
I'm absolutely sure I could lose 10 pounds easily
Yeah.
because my diet is great. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
my diet is the only thing to stop me from get fat is that I got a really good diet.
Yeah.
But my activity level is pretty fucking low as far as exercise is concerned. You know. So
Yeah.
yeah, I want to get like you. I agree with that one. I just want to start moving my fucking body again regularly.
Hmm.
Walking, riding the bike, nothing hard. I don't want to fucking I got a fucking sit up bench. I have been
Hmm.
messing with that though. I got a sit up bench that I moved it into my bedroom. And I got two little small dumbbells in there, like 20, 25-pound dumbbells. And so sometimes before I go to bed, I'll just knock out 100 sit ups, then 100, of the dumbbell laying on my back,
Hmm.
presses of those. That shit is good, but it's still not enough.
Yeah.
It ain't doing shit in the long term.
And if you ain't doing it consistently, you know
Right,
what I mean?
right. It got to be every day. Like I got to wake up
Yeah.
and do that and then get the day started. But yeah, I ain't consistent, and I'm pissed off because I'm like, all year I'm like, okay, get started, get started, get started, get started, and I was like, nah, and I just keep looking at the scale, like, damn, damn, creeping up, creeping up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, so that's the fitness thing, man. So yeah, we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Word.
To all the listeners of the Super Duty Tough Work podcast who need to use social media for your art or business, but have realized that you aren't getting the results that you would like to see on social media, I have a message for you. The message is, let me help you. You don't have to hate social media. You don't have to avoid social media. And you don't have to spend all day on it to get the results that you deserve. I've got a social media strategy book called The Social Media Cheat Code that is available in digital format for the first time. To celebrate that,
I'm running a special offer for it on superdutytoughwork.net. Right now, you can get the 112-page book, the 34-page workbook, the Engagement Maximizer checklist, and a coupon for 50% off a coaching session with me about social media. And all of this comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. All for just $20 right now on superdutytoughwork.net. If you're just getting started on your journey, or you don't feel like you're getting the attention that your art or business deserves, this book will fundamentally change your approach for the better. You don't have to take my word for it. On the website, there are a bunch of testimonials from other people who have read the book and applied it and said how much it has impacted them positively. So head over to superdutytoughwork.net and make a small investment in your success that will have a big return. Don't waste another day without direction. Pick up my book, The Social Media Cheat Code. Thanks for the support. Back to the show. Quick announcement. We have officially launched the Super Duty Tough Work website, and we would like to officially invite you as a listener of the show to go check it out. The website is superdutytoughwork.net. Again, that's superdutytoughwork.net. Go there and check out the site. You can do 4 things on there right now. The first thing you can do is listen to the podcast. Second thing you can do is purchase books. The third thing you can do is book coaching calls. And the fourth thing you can do on the website is purchase ads for your business on the show. So this is the first time you have been able to do that all in one place. So please take a second, go over to superdutytoughwork.net, sign up for our email newsletter over there, and support the movement. Back to the show. All right, folks, we're back. Super Duty Tough Work Blueprint. My illustrious co-host, Illogic. We're getting our 90-day challenge started, folks. We're going to do it. And then in 90 days, we're going to check back in and have a results show, which will probably be right before I go on tour. Mm-hmm. And we invite everybody to call in to share their results. And yeah, we're just going to rock it out, man. And you're not alone. You got some shit you want to achieve. We encourage y'all to set reasonable goals. Realistic goals. Don't set goals like the guy who just start working out and try to squat 700 pounds every day. Just because it look good.
You're gonna kill yourself.
You kill yourself. Don't do that, man. We don't need all that energy, man. If you do fucking 50 reps of 100 pounds or 50 pounds, that's a good start. You know, we want to use these things to build momentum towards whatever it is later, you know, because like you said, you don't want to come out and say nothing crazy with your fitness because you're like, yo, I just need to get active first.
Yeah. Yep.
You get active in the 90 days. Then later in the year, you're like, oh, I think I might be able to actually lose some weight if I add on to this, you know. Mm-hmm. And so that's where we want to be. So last segment, we talked about fitness goals. This segment, we finna talk about personal goals. I'll let you go first, brother. Dang, the long sigh. It's about to get deep in it. All right, let me sit back, man. You about to cook over there. Oh, go ahead. He done set it up with the long sigh.
Oh man,
what's good, man? Let's go.
Nah, I'm cool. Okay,
let's talk about it. Tell me.
I just want to. How do I say? I just want to get back to a happy place in general with everything that I'm doing. Just get back to center. You know what I mean? I need to get back to center. You know, like I got a lot of extra stuff going on, dealing with, you know, my kids and their paternity issues with their girlfriends and, you know, like, you know, just personal stuff with, you know, like health with, you know, members of the family and things, you know, just all that stuff. And just, I've been kind of out of balance, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I haven't been motivated to do a lot. I just kind of just been out of balance. I want to get back to center to where I'm not, you know, too up or too down. Yeah. You know, I'm just, you know what I mean? I just want to get back. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy to get off sometimes, man, because you get caught up in the whirlwind of everybody else's shit.
Yep, that's exactly what's going on. That's
And
exactly and your shit. You lose focus on your own shit
right, because you
because
got
you're
your own
dealing
little
with everybody.
whirlwinds, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yep,
But sometimes people don't be caring about your whirlwinds. They just be like,
yeah,
"Hey, can you help me though? Can
yeah.
you know what I
Being the
mean? You
dad,
got me."
being the man, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone's dependent on you,
Yes.
and everybody don't check on you as much. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
nah, man.
And it's hey, that's what I signed up for it. It ain't fair.
Yeah,
It ain't right.
yeah. But it is what it is.
It is what it
What it
is.
is, and we know what it is, and we move accordingly.
Right, right.
But yeah, that's real though, man. Yeah, those whirlwinds that everybody else that had you kind of off. I definitely
Hmm.
had my periods like that. And now I almost feel like those periods where I was kind of off, I
Hmm.
now have to clean up the messes that was made by the whirlwinds and the tornadoes
Yeah.
that swooped through and
Hmm.
knocked everything on the fucking ground.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
how I feel. Cause it's like the whirlwind is over, but I'm staring at the aftermath. Like, oh
Yep.
shit.
Yep.
Shit
Gotta
is
patch these
everywhere.
walls. Now I gotta patch these walls. You know what I mean?
Right.
I got vacuum. I gotta,
Right, right.
windows need replacing,
Yeah, yeah, straight up. Shit is everywhere, son. Like, damn. I was happy it was over, but I'm looking around like, oh, I got work to do.
Yeah.
I got work to do, man. I got work to do. So yeah. No, I feel you, man. Like mine is related to that, to and it's funny because it's literally literal. Like during the times I had whirlwinds going on from like the COVID shit
Hmm.
till like last year when things stabilized a bit because it was like COVID. It's kind of fucked up. Then you'd start driving. You had no time. I'm doing 70 hours a week in a fucking truck for almost 2 years. Then it's like you get back. I'm doing this. I get more time now. I'm finally kind of stabilized back doing this, and it's like, damn, my house need to be fixed up.
Yep. Yep.
Like literally, like it's not
The
even
real shit.
the real
Yeah.
house. Like not even the metaphor no more. Like damn,
Yeah.
like, and I'd sit down and I'm like, yo, man, when did that get fucked up? When did this get fucked?
Hmm.
When my sink get this little leak in it? When my bathroom had this little leak in the toilet, that little tiny thing. I'm hearing this little bit of water leak. Damn, I gotta this. And it's like I've tried to fix one. And it's like really, I really have so many small little things that it's been like pissing me off as a homeowner. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And it's like, damn, this is this is what we signed up for. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Hey, I got the
Yep.
mortgage. Hey, I was happy to get it when it came. Yeah, hey, this is what I signed up for. So I ain't gonna be one complaining because somebody else would love to have these problems.
Right.
But I don't like it. I don't like having to do this shit. I don't like having to feel like I'm chasing some of these things down because I'm so behind.
Yeah.
And so much of it I have to do, like I'm not trying to spend crazy amounts of money. Plus, like for example, when I was traveling last year touring, so I had people like cutting my grass, doing my landscaping for me. When most
Hmm.
people do your landscaping, cut your grass, they don't really care about your shit. They just come through and knock it down. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. They just do the job,
Do
and
the job. They're not gonna be
yeah, they not.
weeding and doing all this other
Yeah. Yep. No,
shit.
they ain't laying no mulch.
No, 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 no. They're not doing all that. You're not getting that. That's the special treatment. They just coming through knocking your grass down. Shit, they cut your grass too low. Now my grass be dying. And I'm like, damn,
Hmm.
why not just and so I was like, I took my eye off of it. And when I took my eye off of it, I came back to it. I'm like, damn, I should have kept my eye on that. How did this get like this? How did this little thing get like that? How did this get fucked? Oh, it's because you was doing other shit.
Yeah.
You weren't paying attention. You weren't on your job. You was worried about making money and surviving. And now you got to go clean up all of this shit around your house. You got like
Hmm.
10 things you got to fix,
Yeah.
but it's all a bunch of little shit. Like, for example, like, so my front porch light stops working. I'm like, all right, cool. No problem. I just throw another bulb in it. Throw the bulb in it. Don't come on. Okay,
Hmm.
maybe it's a problem with the power. I take the joint off of there. Uh, try to put the power. I test the power. Yeah, we getting power coming to the thing. So it's the thing itself, the fixture.
Hmm.
Simple enough. I just replaced the fixture. The fixture, right? Wrong, wrong. See, they don't even make them kind of fixtures that I got on there no more. They don't make them no
So you
more.
gotta get the whole shit rewired.
Well, this is what's crazy. So the fixture is on a switch that's hot wired. I mean, it's
Mm,
always hot. There's a switch on
mm,
the inside of the wall that it should be working like that. I should be able to hit the switch, turn it on, off. But no, 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 it doesn't work like that because at some point it was connected to an outlet right there, and we wanted to be able to use the outlet, had an outlet hot. So now we made it so now that switch for the thing is always hot. That was fine when you had a thing on there that was motion detector when it came on or it came on at night, right?
yeah.
Okay, so you can't just replace with one that's not that now because your switch don't work. Now
Mm,
we get into some other complex. Okay, so should I get the fix put back to where the switch back to where it just works, turn on and off on the side, or do I just get another one that's motion detector? Okay, well the issue with that is every porch light now they used to be upward, like you go to someone's porch and it's like a little tiny part here and a big
yeah.
thing. Now
Uh-huh.
they all face down. They all face
Uh,
down. You can't buy none of these no more in a hurry. They go down. And what does that
uh,
mean? Well, the problem with that is that whoever installed my porch light installed it right over my mailbox.
mm,
So this works. This doesn't. You can't just install. It's covering your mailbox if you put one of the new ones on there.
uh,
Oh, so that means you got to go and take all this siding off and take this thing off and move the mount up. And then you got to figure out how to do that. And then you can remount it. Then you can put another one on there. And but to do that, you got to have siding or a nail gun that's for like so you can go and take that 2x4 and put it in there and mount the mount in the wall, you know what I'm saying, into the studs of your house, just so you can put this thing right back where it's supposed to be. And then you just can't do that. You need a framing gun and you need an air compressor, things I used to have back when I had other properties but I don't have anymore.
right. Yeah,
Now I
yeah.
gotta go get all of those just to do all that. It's like every single problem I've been dealing with is like that. It ain't
Mm,
just, oh, you just throw another fixture on there and keep it moving. It's never like that.
yeah.
It's always like, why did they do this like this again? Who did that? Who did that? Damn. But yeah, every 90 days, man. 90
Yeah.
days. I want to just slowly take on these
Attack
little
law.
attack. Yeah. Because it start fucking with your morale a little bit, man. Like every
Yeah.
time you look at something little, you're like, why? You be mad. Like, just don't make no sense. You just be
Yeah,
pissed
but
off.
it's gotten to the point with me where it's like I know I got shit I gotta do.
Yeah.
But I got so much shit I gotta do, I end up just doing nothing.
Yes, yes. I feel you. Because it'd be overwhelming after a while. You're like,
Yeah, it's like basketball has been my saving grace for like
yeah,
since
yeah.
the playoff has started because like that's my excuse to not do nothing. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, the game coming on. You know what I mean? I'm gonna watch the game. You know, it's been a long work day. I'm gonna watch the game, chill, and I end up doing nothing that I had planned on doing or I'm
But you
supposed to be doing.
you know the other part of coming is when that season ends, shit hit you like a ton of bricks. Like you be like,
Hell
damn, I got
yeah.
so much time. I
Like
can't just
I'm dreading the fact that tonight the Eastern Conference might be over and ain't no games until
Yeah.
next Thursday.
That's real. That's so real. Yeah, it's gonna be that's it's gonna be over, man. It probably is gonna be over. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever the season ends, I'm always like, damn, I spent entirely too much time watching that shit. Then I start
Hmm.
thinking, damn, I ain't got no fucking excuse now. Let me get on top of
Yep.
my shit because
Yep.
I can't sit here and justify sitting watching nothing that much anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I gotta get my house together. Literally,
Yeah.
man. So yeah, that's the second section. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.
To all the listeners of the Super Duty Tough Work podcast who need to use social media for your art or business, but have realized that you aren't getting the results that you would like to see on social media, I have a message for you. The message is, let me help you. You don't have to hate social media. You don't have to avoid social media. And you don't have to spend all day on it to get the results that you deserve. I've got a social media strategy book called The Social Media Cheat Code that is available in digital format for the first time. To celebrate that, I'm running a special offer for it on superdutytoughwork.net. Right now, you can get the 112-page book, the 34-page workbook, the Engagement Maximizer checklist, and a coupon for 50% off a coaching session with me about social media. And all of this
comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. All for just $20 right now on superdutytoughwork.net. If you're just getting started on your journey, or you don't feel like you're getting the attention that your art or business deserves, this book will fundamentally change your approach for the better. You don't have to take my word for it. On the website, there are a bunch of testimonials from other people who have read the book and applied it and said how much it has impacted them positively. So head over to superdutytoughwork.net and make a small investment in your success that will have a big return. Don't waste another day without direction. Pick up my book, The Social Media Cheat Code. Thanks for the support. Back to the show. Quick announcement. We have officially launched the Super Duty Tough Work website, and we would like to officially invite you as a listener of the show to go check it out. The website is superdutytoughwork.net. Again, that's superdutytoughwork.net. Go there and check out the site. You can do 4 things on there right now. The first thing you can do is listen to the podcast. Second thing you can do is purchase books. The third thing you can do is book coaching calls. And the fourth thing you can do on the website is purchase ads for your business on the show. So this is the first time you have been able to do that all in one place. So please take a second, go over to superdutytoughwork.net, sign up for our email newsletter over there, and support the movement. Back to the show. All right, folks, we back. Super Duty Tough Work, Blueprint, Illogic, talking about our 90-day challenge. You know, we've talked about our fitness goals. We've talked about some personal goals. And this is a section that you all been waiting for. The professional goals. Professional. You know, for us, that typically means the art, the rapping, yes, the beat making and whatnot.
Yes.
And so we have goals in that arena. We have things we want to achieve. And I'll let you go first, Elijah. Let me know what you thinking in 90 days. What can you think?
Yeah, see, I've been really realistic with myself with these goals. You know?
Okay, we got another realistic.
I just want to get back to my artistic schedule. Get back to where I'm in my studio for, this block of time.
Yeah.
Where I'm in there, whether I'm making a beat, whether I'm working on a song, whether I'm listening to records, whatever.
Yeah.
But just get back to that, consistent, being, engulfed with the art for, a certain amount of time. Cause I got records to finish. Yeah. I got shit to mix. I got videos to edit. I got shit to do, I've been putting a lot of shit off. I got shit I need to do. So I need to get back to my schedule, and so I can knock some stuff out before the end of the summer. Cause I got some records I want to release in the next, by the end of the year, early next year. I got things I got, things to do, man.
Yeah. No, that's good. So you feel like you fell off for just being in your lab regularly?
Oh yeah. Easily. Yeah. Like because like February, March, and April, like I hit I wrote our whole record.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I did I did like another 10, 15 features on top of that, for like a 3-month stretch. And then I started getting inundated with a whole bunch of outside stuff that kind of threw me off my square. Cause I was in the lab heavy, for like the first, 3-4 months of the year. And then I just got thrown off my square, and I just been like the last couple months has just been like, I just haven't really been in here. You know what I mean? Like even just to do the shit that I need to do.
Yeah.
Like, even just editing the Vibe Society videos, becomes a chore. You know what I'm saying? So it's
not in
been
rhythm.
that. I'm out of rhythm completely. So just getting back to a consistent work, flow of just being in here and working on stuff. Because I think my creativity has taken a hit in that aspect too, because I haven't just put myself into the art at all. You know what I mean? I kind of been, worrying about so much other stuff that music and art and all that stuff kind of had to take a background,
Yeah, that's real. That's fucking real. Yeah, rhythm is everything when it comes to this. Everything. It's like sometimes I be knowing that shit. I be like, man, you ain't been down there in a minute. Take your
Hmm.
ass down there and just sit down. I
Yep.
just sit
Just
in here
sit.
like
Just sit. Watch a YouTube video. Just sit. Just
that's
sit
it.
at the desk.
Maybe
Just
something will hit
surround.
me.
Yeah, maybe something hit you. Turn the shit on.
Right, right, right.
You know,
Make it look
just
okay. Touch, just start touching random things. Oh, this is
yeah,
yeah. Oh, I got a mic back. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, there's a mic. Hey, what's the mic?
yeah,
Okay, maybe I do
yep,
something here, man. All right, this is a nice space.
yep,
Yeah,
yep.
I like
Clean your
that.
space.
Clean it.
Make sure your space is clean.
Yes. Yeah.
Like that. Cause I literally just cleaned up my studio on Friday last week because
Yeah.
it was a mess in here. I've been doing, I did a couple shows, doing Vibe Society, doing, all kind of stuff. I DJ'd my cousin's graduation party. So I had
Yeah.
all kind of shit just all around my fucking studio. I hadn't cleaned it up. And so last Friday I cleaned it up and I was like, okay. And I kind of just been coming in here. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Just coming, whether I'm in here for an hour, 20 minutes even, I'll listen to a record.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like listen to an album. Like I hit you up, about an album I was listening to, the new Billy Woods record. I just came in
Yeah.
here and just sat in here and listened to it.
Nice.
You know
That's
what I
dope.
mean? Just to
That's dope.
just to come in the studio, turn the shit on, see the lights flickering. You know what I mean?
That shit
Just get
matters.
my yeah, it matters, man.
Shit
Just get
matters.
myself used to being in here again. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
No, that's
yeah.
fucking dope. Yeah, that is really dope. Yeah, I ain't had that problem lately. I've been in this motherfucker super dumb heavy, which is why I've been getting fucking out of shape and not on my damn bike. You know what I mean? I have
Yeah.
the opposite problem. I've been in this motherfucker too much. I need
Yeah. Yeah, because between shit, doing beats for our record, you doing features and finishing your record, you've been in the studio for like a year.
yes, yes,
Pretty much. Like you've been in
yes.
there for like a year, every night, every
Straight
day.
up releasing 3 records in 1 calendar year.
Yeah.
So it's like that's more than I've done at any point. It's like you can't really be out of this motherfucker if you like you can take a couple days. I'll be like, nah, I need to be down there and do something. Because like you said,
Yeah.
there's literally always something I could be doing in here.
Yeah.
Always. It's sometimes I ignore it. They'll be like, nah, I don't feel like working on it. I don't want to do that right now. But yeah, I gotta be down here, man. I think that's
Yeah.
dope. So in 90 days, we got to get you back in the lab.
Yeah, it's just back in the lab, just consistently back in the lab.
Yeah,
You
that's
know.
dope. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. So I'll get into my professional goals. I got a couple on here, but the first one is something I'm working on right now, and that's what people see is me and my booking agent are working on booking this whole like tour for the Vessel album. And my goal is to get that to 50 cities, 50 shows.
Mm,
You know what I mean? Like I ain't done that many shows in a minute. Um,
yeah. So that's a 2.5 month.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
at least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at least 2 of them things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're trying
Yeah.
to fill up 2 of them things and see where it goes. But so that's just a challenge to get back to it and talk to people on the phone and miss people and have people hit you and you hit them. It's like a game. It ain't a game, but it's like it takes attentiveness. You got your follow-up game gotta be impeccable. You know what I mean? To
Yes.
just like
Yes.
sit there and go through it. Oh yeah, follow up with people and negotiate it. So it's like, but I think we can do it. And it, if we can pull it off, I'd be happy as shit, because I
Mm,
really want to do a real tour like I used to do. And
yeah.
that's one goal. And that one is, we'll see. I mean, if you guys see the tour schedule, it's probably be out there in like the next 90 days from now when I get ready to go on the road. I'll be like, oh, he actually did it. He was close. We'll see. He only
Yeah.
did 30, or maybe he got 40. I don't know. The goal is 50. We'll see if we can get to 50. And then the next goal I got is something that, like I explained to you, is like I'm trying to learn how to capture my production shit on video
Yeah.
because it's something that I always wanted to do, but always struggled with.
Yeah.
Like I did a couple beat breakdowns for the Falling Down record, and they were just cumbersome as hell because the technology was Ableton was on my laptop and Skype or Zoom was over here and OBS was over here, and then it's like I had to export stems just to be able to show, and I couldn't show everything, and so it was like, but I saw that like, yo, that's something I think I want to do,
Yeah.
but like I want to ultimately take the next 90 days and try to really, really perfect that, like how to make a beat and capture it on camera
Hmm.
because it leads to the next thing, which is I want to try to, if I can do that right and do it to where it don't take too much out of me time and everything. Because my thoughts are I'm making beats every day anyway.
Yeah. So just turn on the camera. Turn on the camera. You know, the editing process is the most difficult piece, but just turn the
Exactly.
camera on. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what I was thinking. Cause like, is this really extra work? I don't know if it's extra. The editing is extra work, but actually doing the beats is not. It's just
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna do the beats regardless. So why don't I just change it? Which is why my setup looks different today for people on the YouTube. You can see it's kind of different. I'm in a different. I've
Hmm.
slid some things over to make it look different.
Hmm.
That's what that is about. Is I'm trying to learn to capture that. I have some ideas in my head about a YouTube channel that's about production and me making beats. But question isn't whether I can do it one time. The question is whether I can do it consistently, you know?
Yeah.
And that is something that you don't know until you sit down and try it, you know?
Yeah.
And you have to push yourself and you can't, I mean, shit, you during fucking COVID, you was doing all types of shit, pushing yourself.
Yeah.
Some shit is easier to maintain than other shit, you know? Live streaming is probably easier than just like certain things. Like you live stream it, you upload it, you done. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yep. That's it. No editing,
No,
really.
mm-mm,
Yeah.
it's out of here.
Yeah.
But if you want to use pieces of it, chop it up and use it later. But I experimented with that as well. But I'm trying to do something a little different. But it depends entirely on my ability to learn and put together a system, you know,
Yeah.
for like assembly line shit where I can just come out and pop out some shit, edit it, and it look good and it be representative of something that I'm proud of enough to where I can put it out there and grow a channel. So
Yeah.
along with that, I'm trying to learn the obviously the technical side of how do you film yourself making beats, your creative process, and make it engaging for someone to watch.
Hmm.
And then two, what are the rules and the dynamics, um, and just like like what makes YouTube work? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's like you can know how to make the great technical things, but you need to also know how YouTube works, right? And
Yeah. Yeah.
so
What gets the most views? What does the algorithm look for? All of that
and
stuff. All of that
why,
stuff is
right?
and why? Yeah.
Why? Like so it's like, okay, what are you gonna because yeah, like I could sit here and yeah, my shit look crispy, but if I don't understand how the guys on YouTube are getting the views on YouTube, then it's
Hmm.
gonna be all for naught. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't gonna be able to get no eyes on your shit because you don't understand the platform. So I'm spending some time in addition to learning this. At the same time, I'm trying to learn more about YouTube, and I hope in the next 90 days to make a determination as to whether it's something that I can add to what I'm doing or not.
Hmm.
And there's no shame in trying something, be like, "Ah, I don't want to do that regularly. That's not for me.
Yeah.
But you have to try it enough to know, right? Like we've used the phrase on here that you have to earn the right to quit, right?
Hmm.
You can't quit if you ain't tried or went hard at it enough to really know if you can do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. If it's a viable thing or not,
yeah, yeah. People be quitting from jobs they don't even have and shit. Yo, I quit
Yeah.
rapping. I was never a rapper, B. Like, you ain't earned the right to quit.
Yeah. It was a
It
hobby, bro.
was a
Yeah.
hobby, bruh.
Yeah.
And nothing's wrong with that. But don't be out here declaring that you quit like you know what I'm saying? Like you was a critical part of the game and some you was never into it. Like you kind of did it. You had fun. You had a couple verses.
Yeah.
Retirement speech.
Yeah. When I was streaming and doing all that stuff regularly,
Yeah.
it's like you have to develop a secondary workflow. You
Yes.
know what I mean? Yeah, like it's a whole because it's easy to turn on the camera and just do what you're doing.
Yeah.
But it's the setup. It's making sure the background looks right. It's making sure that what I mean, like the
Yes.
cameras are in the right positions and
Yes.
because I had two cameras set up and I would manually flip during the stream. So
Yeah.
what I got was what I got. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it wasn't an editing process, but in doing that, it was a whole nother workflow that I had to develop outside of, what I was normally doing anyway. It was a secondary workflow.
Oh yeah. And just certain things that I've looked at since I've been messing with it, it's just like you gotta have like a whole, it's almost like a production checklist. When
Hmm.
we shoot videos, we be having production checklists or shot lists and
Yeah.
shit. You look, if
Hmm.
you're doing this kind of thing, trying to capture it, you got to have all of that because it's like, oh, I forgot to erase that memory card, or I forgot to charge the battery on that camera, or I
Yeah.
forgot to have my switcher automatically switching, or I forgot to hit record on the audio thing right when I hit this and hit this, and I forgot to double check this to make sure this was there and the signal flow was going. I forgot to check that
Right.
meter, and you be deep into the process and you done fucked up one critical part of it,
Yep.
wasted.
Yep. Wasted a whole. You got a dope beat out of it, but you ain't captured none of it. You
No,
know.
no. No, no. And so like those are the little things, the little details that you can't get the first or second time you do it. You got to
Nah.
do it over and over and over again to build that muscle memory. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I have some ideas around something I've always wanted to do, and I just never felt I had the technology to do it. And then lately I've seen some things that have just kind of inspired me to just give it a try and see. And so,
Mm.
some of my friends, they've seen me. I've sent them random video. I sent the Logic a video of my first attempt at it. And
Yeah.
I sent a couple other cats. I think I sent Super one and my guy Graham. And so certain guys I've sent to just so they can kind of let me know if I'm doing it what I'm trying to do. If am I executing this properly? You know what I mean? People I
Yeah.
trust, you know.
Yeah, I think for you it'll be cool too because your process is different from a lot of people's. Like, the way that
Yeah.
you compose in piano first and then you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
things like that, that's not normal beat making, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like technique. So I think that's one of the things that makes yours a little more interesting. It's just you capturing that and editing it, to
Yeah.
where it makes sense to the listener.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. If somebody else said the same thing, they're like, "Yo, your style is mad different."
Yeah,
They never
yeah.
thought they're like, because like just little things we talk about. Yeah, how typically people do drums first, and it's kind of around
Hmm.
there, or you chop the sample first and you go from there. It's like my shit is so different from how I
Yeah.
do things, but I think that kind of makes it should make it very interesting for people who are watching it. And so yeah, I just got to
Right.
be able to capture that shit and learn how to edit it because I think I mentioned to you 2 hours, well, an hour 40 and an hour 20, I think, on the ones I've done. So about an hour and a half average on beats.
Hmm.
And then how do you turn that into a 10-minute video? Like
Yeah,
that's,
that's the difficult part, picking the right parts, you
yeah,
know, things that make the beat progress throughout the 10 minutes without skipping parts, skipping important
yeah,
stuff. Like, yeah, it's I've done it, you know what I mean? It's
yeah,
not it's hard, it's
yeah,
hard to condense that.
yeah, yeah. So I'm working towards that. And I think it gives me like something to do. Like there's certain parts of my day where I'm like, I need something that adds structure to my day.
Yeah.
Like this thing that I literally have to do every day. I got a bunch of shit that I literally don't have to do every day.
Hmm.
Like I have to do it. I don't have to do it every day. I don't have to
Hmm.
like, oh, I gotta write a song every day. I don't gotta write a song every day. I'm almost done. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
This is gonna be out no matter what. I don't have to. And I have a lot of shit in my thing that's kind of like that. Yeah, you could do it today, but if you don't, it'll just be a day later when you get it done. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to do it, but it ain't like I don't know. When I was like driving a truck, it's like no, this trailer got to be there today.
Hmm.
You don't
At
get this
this time.
motherfucker there today at
Yeah.
this time. There's some problems, chief.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It's, oh shit, I gotta get the fuck out of here. I can't be sleep, man. Let me go. It takes this long to get there. This long. Okay, I gotta leave right now. You know, this is not quite the same dynamic. Things have to get done. It's just not such a rigid time frame. So I'm trying to, really, really give myself. I told myself that I'm basically gonna give myself a part-time job,
Mm.
and my part-time job is learning this.
All
Spend
right.
2 to 4 hours. I was like, yeah, that's probably the best way to word it because if I word it any other way, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
got a lot of shit going on. I got a whole fucking album campaign that's running at this exact same time. You know, we're shooting content. I'm dropping shit. I'm doing this off social media and pre-orders and this. So it's booking the whole tours. It's like, yeah, but you do need something where you just sit down for 4 hours a day. Let's see what happens. You know, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. That's it for me. And yeah, I think that's it, man. That's it.
Yeah.
In 90 days, we're gonna check back in on these things, man. And see how we feel about them, see how we're doing. All of y'all at home, as we said at the beginning, we encourage and we invite you all to participate. You know, as you see, we don't have any crazy goals. These are very simple things, but they're things that do take effort and discipline. And so
Yeah.
we start our 90 days of discipline challenges like this all the time. And they kind of help give us momentum throughout the rest of the year. And this challenge, since we haven't done one in a while, is just to kind of get us on track,
Yes.
you know, get back on track. Like, okay, no, I'm committed to doing that because I want to be able to talk about this in 90 days and have some progress.
Yep.
And we don't always achieve all these things. Sometimes we be flopping, but you know, it's worth trying and
Yes.
putting the effort towards. So if you're at home, you know, we'll pass out the number once I get this Skype situation figured out because they went out of business and I no longer have a Skype number. So I'll figure out how to get another number and we'll publish that number on the episodes leading up to our results show. And we invite y'all to participate. And yeah, that's it for this week, man. Illogic, you got anything going on that people need to know about? I know you got Vibe Society.
Yeah, Vibe Society coming up June 13th. We got Medley from Cleveland, the first
Okay.
female to play Vibe Society.
Let's go.
You know
Let's
what I mean?
go. Hell yeah.
So we got her, Slim Karate from here, Columbus, Jakati Soames,
Okay.
and William Alexander. So it's a nice little eclectic evening.
Nice.
You know what I
Nice.
mean?
Yeah. If you're in Columbus, second Friday every month, Rehab Tavern, you know, Vibe Society, a night of hip hop production and other things. Sometimes some bars get spit, but you know,
Yeah.
mostly hip hop production. That's what it's really about. That's the brand. So support that if you out here. I will likely be there. You might see me passing out some alien technology. You know what I'm saying? Some of these flyers and whatnot. So
Alien technology.
yeah, I got that for y'all, man. I got that alien technology, man. You know. So that's it for this week. We'll see y'all next week.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to Super Duty Tough Work. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Follow the podcast on SoundCloud. Peace.
Shoot, I got styles already that's more complex that nobody know about. I mean, super duty tough work.